This is the Irontrader, and this is the last call of the year. Can you believe it? All right, Happy New Year to everyone. Now, as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at crude oil. But first of all, I'll take a look here at Tesla. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock on ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Tesla. I can see here the overall market here selling off. The Dow's down about $1.25. Nasdaq's down about $1.60. But there's no worries here. Usually just end of the year selling. We'll have to see here now on Thursday and on Friday, and then next week if new money comes in on a new month, and we'll see how we start off January here. Okay, here we have the old Tesla, one of my favorite trades. Okay, now you can see here where the price here is below this 8-day. You know what I always say about that 8-day? That is key, and now we're below this 21-day. Okay, so that's going to be key. Now, again, we have to see how it's closing. It's only 1:30, so you got a little bit of time here before it closes on out here. So we got to see if it can hold and get right back above that 416.33 level, okay? Now, what I figured, if it can't and it keeps on selling on down, this is the target that we're looking for here, this 8 SMA here, okay? That's 138.55. I would put an order in there for right around that 390 area. And I think we could maybe even make a nice trade on that. We'll have to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, Tesla is going to be a really, really hot stock next year. It's not just because the relationship with him and the T-Man, but it's also with the AI and everything that goes with all that whole situation. Okay, so if they take off the subsidies on these electric cars, even though they take it off on him, he's going to be the big benefit of this here because people just love the old Tesla. Okay, so the rest of them, I don't know if they really even know how to make cars looking like GM and Ford and all this kind of stuff. $100,000 for a truck that's unproven. Come on, But anyway, I would stick with the best, and that would be Tesla here. So if this does sell off here and we lose this here on a closing basis today at that 416.35, just look at this 388.60 level. That's that 8-day simple moving average there. That's what we'll be looking for a target here, and maybe even a good buying opportunity. Now, upside here, say we can reclaim this 416.35, then really we can just rally up here very, very nicely. So we're looking at the top of yesterday's candle, 427. You got 427.93, but right there is what you're really looking at. There is going to be that 433.17 level. That is going to be your 8-day. Then we can just start rallying all the way up here till we get a big retest. Now, eventually, I think this is going to go higher. But again, everything just pulling back here, a little selling opportunity going here to the end of the year. No big thing. Okay, 53. Well, we were in really over bought conditions here. Now we're selling around down. Now your green below your red. This is still looking could go much lower. Your momentum is to the downside, and obviously that's what we have here. So let's just see if it closes back at that 416.37 level, and then we can maybe take this bad boy higher. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have Bitcoin. Okay, you're sitting at 94.770 here. Let me just check that out there. Yeah, that's what we're sitting at right there now. Okay, so what's really happening is here we had that nice good pop up, but I've been pointing out this 8 simple moving average. Okay, you can't have a pop and drop. You got to be able to close above that 8-day. Then we can take it to the next level here. So let's just take a look at the upside. Okay, this is what we're looking at, is at 95.665. Okay, again, if we can get above that, then we can look at today's high, which was 97.10, and then we're going to be looking right here for this 98 level, 98.7112. That is your 21-day. Then obviously we just follow the candles all the way and up here till we get all the way, retest that 108. 960. You crack through that, you go into that 110, then probably 125 level, head towards that 150 level. Okay, but right now we just have sideways action. But again, see how key this 8-day is. If you can't get above it, it's not going to go. Now, actually, IBIT was a really good scalp there today. That one worked out very, very nicely, and I trade that on the long side, and I trade BITI there on the short side. These are ETFs. But they're spot price ETFs. That's what you want. Don't worry about the futures. Just look at the spot price ETFs. It follows a Bitcoin rate, pretty much like how I can say this, dollar for dollar kind of a situation. Okay. So remember, just watch this 8-day. That's going to be very, very crucial. That's at 95.649. And then we'll look to today's high at 97.10. And then we're looking at that 98.706. Now, here on the downside, you want to watch today's low. You're looking at 92.615. and then we look to yesterday's low, okay? That's at 91,735. Now, again, if that's lost here, you're going to come right to the left here on the chart, 91,475, and then right here, this is going to be key. This is that 97.85 level, okay? But right now, you can see here how we just have sideways action here for how many days here now, okay? See, that's all we're really doing. We're just trading this range between the bottom of this candle right here, okay, is that actually say bottom of this candle, I should say, is that 91,735 and that 8 and that 21 day. So we're just trading this range here until she's either going to break up or she breaks down. Now we start losing these support levels here. Then we're going to come right down to that 50-day. That's what we're going to be looking at is at 88,816. But I also do want to point out that if somehow this gets hammered, then just watch this gap right here, okay? This is key 86.70, and then watch the fill right on top of that at that 77,930. Okay, gap in your fill. These will be your next support levels here if this key 50-day is lost. Okay, so just remember that. Now, when you go on the weekly chart here, you can see here, let me just see if I can pick that up for you a little bit. Okay, see that 8-day? Okay, where did it go for the week? Okay, right into the 8-day. See, this is why you want to trade the charts. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, they're after looking, they just don't know how to trade the charts. Okay, it's just that simple. Look where it went, right into that 8-day, but you got to get it back above that. Then we can start resuming all these targets here, that 99, almost like 100 grand. And then we can work yourself all the way on up. But if you can't get above that, then we just have what we have going on right here. Just a sideways to down kind of a situation. Now, you're looking at 48 here. Well, say that's right in the middle. The green below your red, that shows momentum there to the downside, which obviously we have. Okay, so just watch that 8-day. You get above that, we go to the next level, the 21-day. You get above that, we follow candlesticks until we can get 108,960. Downside here, watch yesterday's low, very, very key. If that's lost, come right to the bottom of this candle, come to the bottom of this candle here, and then we look at that 50-day at 88,815. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the crude oil, and then we have the natural gas. Now, natural gas was really in play yesterday. You can see how it jammed right out here. But, again, I pointed out this topping tail. Okay, we closed. They were supposed to close this 401. That was the key. But you notice that it popped up above, but it couldn't hold it. It closed below. Okay, so that's never a good sign. Now, look at today's candle. We have this red candle, and we lost the 8-day, and we made now a nice lower low. Okay, so what we're watching here on the downside, let's take the natural gas first here. Okay, he's looking at 3.57 level. Now, we had this natural gas spike up yesterday because the weatherman came out and he says January is going to be the coldest and snowiest on record and all this and everything. So natural gas obviously spiked. But again, you got to get into that trade and get out of that trade. Now, I had really no intentions of scalping the short there, but actually I scalped the KOLD, which is really good scalp there, and I got 2 points out of the KOLD on the short side. Okay, so let's just look at this bottom here. Okay, so you put in that 3.57. So what you're really watching here is right here, okay? 3.55 level. See this here? How nice this is. This is coming right into play. Now, again, if that's lost here, what you can do is you'll be looking here to the top of this candle. But realistically, this is what you're looking for at the top of this one is that gap fill at 3.45. So now your gap is right there, 3.57, and 3.45 is your fill. Gap and fill. And then we have this 21-day simple moving average, which has been holding out very, very nicely. Okay, see how many times that it's held. So it has no reason why it can't hold, again. So even though it popped down, it closed back above here. Now, upside, you want to watch that 8-day. That's that 3.70 level. And then what we do is we just keep right on taking it up here. Okay, so what you got there, you can get above. You got 3.82 level. And then we'll come up here. You got 3.94. Then we can work yourself all the way up here to 401. Now, today's candle, what do we hit? Okay, 401. What do we have here? 401. See this double top? Okay, besides yesterday's spike, this was the clue. This is what told me, okay, we can't get above that. That told me I had to take a short ski all the way on down. So you always look to the left of the chart, 401, okay, 401. We don't worry about that spike unless you get back above that 401. Then we look at that as your upside target. But it couldn't do it. It went right up there first when we came in, and then down she goes. Okay, so it was a really nice short. I'm out of the trade now. I have no long, no short. I just got my 2 points, and I was satisfied with that. Okay, so on the upside, watch that 8-day again. Very, very key. Then we follow the candles up here till we hit that 401, and then we see what happens. If it keeps on selling, just watch the top of this candle here. This is the key, 3.45, and then watch that 21-day at 3.41 level. Okay, crude oil is having a nice good run here today, and you can see here how the downtrend situation, well, you on a long term here, you're still much in a downtrend situation here. But again, short term here, we're pulling out above, and we're getting above that key price channel level here. Okay, so what we're looking for is, okay, 3.56. That was actually yesterday's high. Now you can see this nice series after we had that tweezer bottom of nice higher highs here, moving right on up here. Very, very nice. You can see the 8-day curling up, 21-day curling over to 50-day. Very, very nice. Now, again, if you look at a seasonality chart, okay, and you can go to equityclock.com, or you can go on my playlist. I have seasonality charts on crude oil, natural gas, on the NASDAQ. It's all right there for you, plus candlesticks, chart patterns, all right there. You can just look at it at your convenience, okay? So now what we had here is we went a higher high yesterday of 71.56, okay? We were looking for the top of this candle here at 71.44, and it pulled back. Today we make a nice little higher high at 72.02, okay? So all we do here is look to the left, okay? So we went here. This was the first resistance, 71.81, okay? Got higher than that. Then we go to the next one right there, 72.25. That's your next resistance level. And then we'll come up here, 72.63. But this is what you're looking for. That's 72.88 right there. Just bring that price channel right across. And that's what we're looking for, 72.88 level, okay? Very, very nice. And that's your upside target. We'll see if we can roll into the new year, first couple, like say 3 days to a week. And then we'll see what happens with the old crude oil. Natural gas here, I say pulling off here from that with big weatherman deal. And it looks like we're going to probably fill that gap and maybe even lower. But right now, we're looking very good. So downside, here's the key. Is you want to watch right there is that 70.90. That is your 100-day. If that is lost, you're going to be looking right here for that 70.17. And then we're going to look at 69.61. Okay, so you got your 100-day. Yeah, the blue is your 8-day, and then we have your yellow and your green sitting right there at your 50-day and your 21-day at 69.61. Right now, this looks very, very bullish situation here. I'm long with the UCO, and we'll see how this is all going to shakes out here by the end of the day and by the end of the week, kind of a situation here, okay? So just remember, your big target that we're looking for is that 72.88. That's what we're looking for, the target. And obviously, if it, if say it can go higher, well, then we have a lot of good targets all the way up here until we get to your 200-day. But right now, this is what you're looking for, 72.88. That's what we're looking for. At downside, you're just looking at for that 100-day. If that's lost, you have your 8-day, your 50-day, and then your 21-day. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here next year. I'll see you next year, okay? Or Thursday, whatever comes first, okay? So that's what we're going to be looking at. Hope everybody has a great New Year's Eve here. And this, I don't know if you're going to be doing it in jail time, but this, just have a really, really good time. I know I will be. So just enjoy, and I will see you back here Thursday. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.